too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for them.
Well, MP and this team are off to a good start when it comes to the challenge he set for them. I think the preparation, anticipation, and energy for what these games mean has become almost a skill set in their arsenal. And they're hoping to build on that momentum in this one. They still got quite a few rivalry games left.
On the floor for San Antonio, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We know that everybody knows the history between these two teams. All those knockdown, drag-out battles. So I asked MP if he was going to take the high road tonight and try to stay above the fray. He said just the opposite. These guys always show us disrespect. We're going to grind it out and teach them a lesson. Get your popcorn ready. Kevin.
Got it right here, Deanne. Gonna start chopping it down. Familiarity, though, right? Breeding contempt here.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. And if you've been following them closely this year, you know they're winning games by double-digit margins.
And making it look easy, guys. And when this team gets a lead down the stretch, they protect it as well as anybody in the game. They have become comfortable in dealing with adversity.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. The Spurs are great at drafting and developing, and in selecting Stephon Castle with the 4th overall pick, they've made a play on upside. He's a versatile wing defender. Shooting and his position were the question marks. Can he be a primary playmaker? Will his three-pointer prove to be reliable? Guys will see, but the Spurs are very excited to bring Stephon Castle into their program.
A star talent. Hey, Shams, we so appreciate the reporting you gave us right there. Thank you.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Fox deciding where to go with it. No good from 11 feet. Mavericks have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Pass to Lively. Washington with it. Outside Irving. Thompson outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Thompson's got 11 points. Ray Thompson has been leading the charge for Dallas. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. You've got Paul. Harrison Barnes is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Branham in at the 2-guard spot. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Is there anybody better than Chris Paul at putting the ball on time and on target?
Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Dinwiddie. MP outside. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie finds MP. Another 3 for Dallas.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Right wing. Lots of room. Branham can't get it to go.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Wasted no time on that one. MP's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And that one is good. Branham's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Connects from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
You know, passing is what has defined Chris Paul's career, and boy, does he have a way to get his teammates involved.
Dinwiddie passes to Higgins. Shot from the wing, and it's Dallas with another.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And Wembanyama outside. Pass to Branham. Rebounded by Gafford.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your...
As we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Mavericks lead by 16. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Red line! Measuring up the shots.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season,
these young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Mavericks.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shack University either. I do know a little thing about threes.
Yeah, Kenny.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little. Checked in for the Mavericks. MP comes in for Kyrie Irving. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Johnson's checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. MP kicks to Washington. And here's MP for three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds now tonight. P.J. Washington is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's MP. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Lively in at the 5. Here's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Mavericks. San Antonio also making some changes. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and it's Harrison Barnes in for Sohan. Johnson, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Back to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Taking the gloves off. You like how Johnson attacks the rim once he's there.
Dallas leading by 12. MP, that's for 2. Another miss by MP.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Barnes can't get it to go. Maverick shooting reasonably well, 45%. Thompson in the corner. Pass to Washington. And when we talk about players with great upside, Doris, Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
That's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively, but right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years.
Exum, he's checked in for Thompson. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Hall's checked in. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for Dallas. Out to the right wing. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Higgins. Trying his luck from deep. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 14. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson surveying the floor. Fox against Washington. Nobody near Barnes. Offline with his 3. From deep three-point land. Oh, big time play!
And he nails it! That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just...
And now a sneak peek into the huddle with...
Nobody holds the ball. Not even...
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for San Antonio, Paul out there with Johnson. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 slot. Paul outside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by MP. Here's Dinwiddie. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The quick hands of MP creating the break there with the steal.
Spurs trail by 19. Wembanyama outside. Rebounded by Prosper. Here's Dallas. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Higgins passes to Dinwiddie. Back to MP. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. A 3-pointer, no good. Dinwiddie against Paul. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Dinwiddie passes to Higgins. Over Johnson. And a little luck that time, but it drops. MP's got 21 in the game. Spurs trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wembanyama finds Johnson. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
When Johnson's feeling it from range, he can be lethal.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Dallas with him. MP outside. And the 3 ball is good. 24 points for him.
Wow, MP in the catch and shoot, just ready as soon as he touches the basketball.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Wembanyama against Lively. Wembanyama, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
He rifled that one in from distance. Higgins has got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Mavs. Fox passes to Sohan. The three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. On the wing, MP. Lively the pass to Higgins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Outside, Fox lets it go from deep, drains it from beyond the arc.
And at the arc, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
Irving passes to MP. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Higgins has got 30.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Martin's checked in for Derek Lively. P.J. Washington comes in for Marshall. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Barnes up top. He's covered by Washington.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Count it. Good. 32 points for MP.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Pass to Exum. MP deciding where to go with it. And the three off target. Johnson outside. An easy 2 points on the layup. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is MP. Back to Williams. Pass to Exum. Dallas moving it around. The three from MP. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
San Antonio ball. Chris Paul, one shot.
And the technical free throw is good. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
Nice work, MP. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Surprisingly loud crowd tonight. This should be a good one.
Showtime, MP. True ballers.
Terrell, what's up, my man? How's it doing?
Yeah, he is. MP, how you feeling tonight? You ready to drop 40 on these fools?
You already know. Whatever.
How you feeling?
At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shane Gilgeous-Alexander.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And here's a look at some numbers for Najee Marshall.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Caleb Martin out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Irving in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Checked in for for the Mavericks.
Number 14,
These guys.
MP.
Thanks, Coach.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And when it comes to the rivalries this team has, MP made something very clear, that his goal was to beat each and every single one in his way.
And one of the objectives of any team is to take down your rivals. MP may be humble, but he doesn't want his game, or more importantly, his team, to be overshadowed. Clearly, that motivation has been a driving factor in their success to this point in those key games.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Hartenstein a screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
Marshall with the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Thunder trail by 6. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Dort, covered by MP. 2 points. That one goes. So Dort's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
From deep, MP. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Their last game, a win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
On target from range.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walk in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's Dallas. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
They've got Alex Caruso. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing him shake loose in the mid-range.
On the wing, MP. Martin outside. Pass to Washington. And here's MP from outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Joe. Joe controls the rebound and the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Dinwiddie finds Martin. Gafford with a screen on Caruso. Washington. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's Caruso. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 14. Pass to MP. Hey, puts up a three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Gafford with the block.
Well, Gafford uses his size to reach out and delete that attempt.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jones comes in for Williams, and it's Lou Dort in for Joe. Exum's checked in for Dallas. From the inbound. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
And it's SGA showing he can play without the ball.
Higgins misses.
Yeah, that shot's not going to make his teammates or coaches happy.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning.
Here's Dort, drives to the hoop. Off target at the rim. Dallas leading by 12. Dinwiddie outside. Gafford with a screen on Jones. Here's MP, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And these are the teams that have looked to score from the paint often during this season. The Thunder, third.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Caruso. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. Thompson, he's checked in for Exum. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And Dort with the bucket on the assist by Holmgren. Holmgren's got 3 assists now in this one. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You take a look at the Mavericks, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And, of course, Oklahoma City behind 2 games.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
We see MP just continue to develop here, nailing those catch-and-shoot chances. That's big.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Getting it done for the Mavericks. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
They're facing a deficit that can only be described as daunting.
Only? Not if you have a thesaurus. Dr. O'Neill.
Let's see. Dismaying, dismal.
I stand corrected. Well done. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That does it for half.
And as we He's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Washington's checked in for Dallas. MP comes in for Kyrie Irving. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. To the paint. And slam dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
On the court right now for Dallas. Derek Lively is out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's MP. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Martin. And while we have a second, let's take a look at the top scoring rookies in the NBA right now. MP, number 1.
Every year we see people enter the league and put up points, but he's been in a league of his own.
And the Mavericks with possession here. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
Outside, Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Dinwiddie. Gilgeous-Alexander. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Higgins. There's the 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. MP's got 27 points.
That's a smooth long-range bomb from MP, building even more confidence behind that line.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Pass to Lively. Now here's Washington. Williams defending. Dinwiddie finds MP. Puts up a deep 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 tonight. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. And it's Jang in at power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, PA. Unbelievable.
Pass to Williams. Caruso, left side. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Washington outside for 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Gilgeous-Alexander. And, yep, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points in just the second half.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising. I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
The three is up. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 20. Pass to Dinwiddie. And here's MP from outside. Can't hit that one. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gafford with the block. Gilgeous-Alexander against Dinwiddie. Washington outside. MP outside. He shoots a three. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Williams. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Dinwiddie passes to MP. Here's Exum. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Jang. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Joe. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Martin comes in for Washington. Marshall, he's checked in for Exum. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Dinwiddie.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, MP. Dort defend and again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
MP outside. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in.
He can hit from anywhere on the floor and go on unbelievable streaks, too. Like tonight, I mean, who does it better from distance?
Good! Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a 4-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard. They're just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And here's Dallas. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And the basket by Higgins.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Pass to Holmgren. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. And here's MP from outside. And again for 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in 3-point shooting. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
Oh, trying his luck from deep. The shot off that time. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
Finally, Toby says something useful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it would have taken me 20 minutes, but maybe that's because I know how to ball.
No one knows more than me, Russell, about anything.
Oof, that is patently false.
And you can patently shut it.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe not, Toby. I'm not a book boy like you, but I am a no...
I'm watching you for 30 years. I've never seen anything like that.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. Yo, MP went for 40 tonight, man. Congratulations, my brother. Great game.
Yeah, MP.
MP.